Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel, or May. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am doing a book tag, and it is actually in collaboration with my roommate Leah. She will be posting a video of her doing this tag tomorrow, I believe, because she posts Thursdays. Yeah, this is the reading habits tag. I can get it out.
Reading habits.
This is the reading habit tag. I just have 12 questions to answer. I was not tagged by anyone to do this. Anyway, let's get started. The first question is, do you have a certain place at home for reading? And I really don't. I like to read on my bed, when I'm at home, when I am in my dorm. I like to read on this little poof I have on the ground, which I am currently sitting on. It is by my bookshelf, so it's very easy for me just to grab a book and read when I'm there. But other than that, I will read anywhere at any time. The second question is bookmark or random piece of paper. If you asked me this way back in like middle school or high school, I would just say random piece of paper, because I would just grab anything next to me and stick it into a book. And oftentimes I would be reading, and I still do this, I will read multiple books at one time, and when I start finishing a book, I will start piling in the bookmarks into the unfinished books, so that when I finish all my books, I would have like 5 bookmarks in one book. And I don't do that as much anymore. I actually have a vast collection of bookmarks now, and they're all really pretty, so I actually want to use them. So currently I am using actual bookmarks, but I'm not opposed to ripping out a piece of paper and sticking it into a book. Okay, so the third question is, can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages? And this depends. If you were to interrupt me while I was reading, I'd be fine and I could just leave it. If I was trying to reach a goal, or if I was like, I need to finish this book by whatever, or you know what, I like this scene but I need to go do something, I will finish that page, or I'll finish up to that chapter. Again, it just depends on what I'm doing. I'm also the worst person, and I can literally just leave a book in the middle of a chapter or even a paragraph and like not come back to it for a couple days, and then I'll come back to it. So I try to finish chapters so that I at least have a starting point and know where I am on the page, but I can just leave it. Question 4 is, do you eat or drink while reading? And I can't oftentimes eat. I would make it too messy, or like, I don't know, but I will sometimes snack, like eat chips. And I always drink tea when I read, or like coffee or water. I always have something while I'm reading. So yes, I do eat and drink while I read, just not typically eat. 5 is multitasking, music or TV while reading. I can listen to music while reading, any type of music, even if it has words, I can typically read to it. If I find myself getting distracted, then I will pause it or like switch it off. For TV, I don't really watch TV in general. If it's on, I'm probably going to ignore it anyway and read or just do whatever. So I guess I can read with the TV on. I prefer not to though, because that's just a lot of background noise. Question 6 is one book at a time or several, and I've kind of already touched this, but I read several books. I'll read up to 6 to 7 books at one time. Sometimes it's because of school, and sometimes it's just because I'm a mood reader and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to read this right now, I'm going to read this one. And then the rest are for class. So that's kind of how I go with my reading. It's just whichever I feel in the mood for, or whenever I can pick up a book. So I read several. Number 7 is reading at home or everywhere. I really like to read everywhere. When I was in high school, I would read while the teacher was talking because I didn't care. I will sit and read on public transportation. I like to read on airplanes. So yeah, I will read everywhere. I have even read at like basketball games. I don't care. I won't get distracted. I'll just read. Number 8 is reading out loud or silently in your head. I read silently unless I'm reading something really, really hard to read. Then I will read it out loud. 9, do you read ahead or skip pages? No, I don't do this. I will kind of skim read if there are parts that I'm like, okay, this is too slow, or this is repeating stuff, or I already know this. I'll skim read really fast, but I don't skip things, and I definitely don't skip ahead in books. I feel really weird when I do that. And I've never been able to do that, but that's just how I am. If I accidentally read something ahead, it like bothers me the whole time I'm reading, so I try not to do that. 10, breaking the spine or keeping it like new. My favorite thing to do is break spines. It's so, it's really nice to do. It's like, I don't know, it's really fun to do. It's really, I like getting a new paperback book and breaking the spine. So no, it doesn't bother me at all. If I get a paperback book anyway, it's probably not going to be like 100% like, wow, like fancy condition. Like I'm going to, if I want a book to last forever, I will get a hardback. So yeah, I'll crack the spine. I like it. Also, how can you read a book without cracking the spine? You're just like, it doesn't work that way. 11, do you write in your books? Yes, I annotate in books. I don't annotate in every book. It's mostly just class books. And then 12 was who do you tag? And again, I'm not really gonna tag anyone, I guess. There's a few people I could tag, but I feel like a lot of people have already done this tag and I don't really understand the whole tagging system yet anyway, so I'm not going to tag anyone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see more tags, suggest them down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you see more videos when I post them. I post every Wednesday and Saturday. And I do videos about books, journaling, and writing. I also have other social media, Instagram at Stories in May, and a Twitter at Princess Rach. Those will be linked down below in the description bar. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Every time I say okay and then touch my hair.